got a Tava lifestyle, give life. You 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 got a Tava lifestyle, give life. Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Real boss, rockstar life spread well across the nation. Lifestyle, yeah. Give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team getting money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah, they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you got a Tava lifestyle, give life. 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 We go Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Ayy, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Real boss, rockstar life spread well across the nation. Lifestyle. Got a Tava lifestyle, give life. 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 Got a Tava lifestyle, give life.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Get out of that bed. Get up. Put your workout clothes on. Drink your Caprice coffee and take you 2 flares. And a shot of Valet 30. Let me show you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, you know what? This is my flare shot. Of course, not flare, I'm sorry, my Valet 30. I have a box here that hasn't been opened. I need to open it. So are you guys taking advantage of the promotion this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Who do we have out here today? Good morning, Rick Hightower. Good morning from Baltimore. Thank you for all that cold weather y'all sent down here. But now it's leaving. Today's high is going to be 72 degrees, and then the rest of the week, plus all the way into next week, is going to be in the high 80s, like 84 degrees. That's why people love Houston, right? They come here, they visit, they don't want to leave. The weather is always nice. The food is the bomb, and the cost of living is very good. I know a lot of people here think it's probably expensive, but when they go and visit other places, they'll see. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It won't snow, TK. I wish it would. I mean, can we just get like 2 days, Or you know what? Even if it doesn't snow, can it just be cold where I can get some ice out here, a snow blower, right? Can we just put our boots on and, our jackets? Can we please do that, right? Good morning, Christian. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I think a lot of people who are kids are out of school. Good morning, Lavonda. Maybe they work in a school system and they're able to be off. That's the best thing about working in the school system, right? Good morning from Oklahoma, Deborah. If you're a teacher, if you're an administrator, then you get a chance to be off, right? During the Christmas holidays, spring break, and the summertime. The unfortunate part is the kids are home, right? Good morning, Yvette. Boy, look at that body, girl. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Jennifer. Are you guys ready for Christmas? Have y'all got y'all shopping on? Okay, so in my Caprice, see my little cute mug? I got this from my mother in law. You know, Christmas, celebrating Christmas the way they celebrate Christmas. It's so cute because even though me and my family have a tradition, it's totally different, right? So what I like is I have the opportunity to combine the two together, and I'll tell you about that later. But anyway, this is my Caprice coffee, and I popped two flare inside of my coffee. It's very good. It's hot. It gets to the bloodstream faster. Get that energy kicking in. Mm, thank you. This is actually Kenny's sweatshirt. My sweatshirt has blings, rhinestones on the front, and it's not this big and long. See how big and long this sweatshirt is? I really like it because it's long and it covers like a little skirt. You know what I mean? Can't see nothing in no light. But anyway, because we're gonna walk today. We're gonna walk and we're gonna talk. So who else is out here this morning? Ashley Valdez. Good morning, girl, and congratulations on your truck. Oh, oh. I saw the post that Nina posted. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Let's see. Christmas Eve, bigger than ever. Christmas Day. Yeah, we do something Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I know that in the Latin and the Spanish community, you guys celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, right? Because my housekeeper can't come. She came yesterday and cleaned up, but she can't come on Christmas Eve. And I know in the past young ladies that I've had always said that they celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas. I hope everyone has a great Christmas. Y'all not gonna believe this when I tell y'all. Good morning, Nona. Good morning. Good morning, B. Good morning. Good morning, Shay. Good morning. Oh, yeah, it does help with the soreness. But guess what, girl? I need this coffee to wake me up to be able to work out with y'all. Okay. If I don't get this coffee in me, something hot and this flare, I'll be dragging. It will not be fun. I am getting my grandkids tomorrow. Oh, that's so nice, Yvette. You know what? The best thing about the holiday is family. Oh, girl, no, you didn't. You have to put the Christmas tree and the decorations up for the grandbabies. You know what? It's a blessing to be able to have a grandparent that that will babysit for you and watch your kids. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so listen, let's go ahead and get started. Let me make y'all laugh. I found my daily word. Yay! Okay, Nona, good. I'm glad you put a few flair in there. That way you can try it yourself and see how good it is, right? You can't even taste it. It doesn't taste bad. I can't put it in the Valet 30 like some other people do because the taste out of the capsule. Can't do it. Can't do it. But anyway, I found it. Yes. Y'all, guess where I found it? Okay. Remember when I went to Dallas, not Dallas, what am I saying? Remember when I went to Atlanta and I packed all my bags up, right? And I was working out that Friday morning. Remember, I was in the park in the purple? Well, what I realized is I put the daily word in my fanny pack, right? Because I knew I was going to be walking in the park and I needed my fanny pack. And I put my daily word inside my fanny pack and I forgot to put my fanny pack in my luggage. And I haven't walked since then. And I thought that I left it in Atlanta. But now that I'm thinking, I never even read the daily word when we walked on that Friday. I never even read it. I thought I left it upstairs, but I didn't. The daily word was in my fanny pack. When I grabbed my fanny pack this morning to go walking, I said, what is this? It feels hard. Open it up, bam, daily word. So excited that I found this because I was looking for this thing. I have been looking for this thing forever. So today is December the 22nd. Let's get going because we can walk and talk. Sounds like I got a lot to talk about today, but I'm going to talk about different things, right? Family traditions. I'm going to talk about the holidays. I'm going to talk about just different little things, some things that are on my heart. Mm, okay. So today's daily word, December the 22nd, 2021, is happiness. Happy, not happiness, happy. Y'all see this? Happy. Okay. I choose happiness. God dang it. Yes. I was just talking about this yesterday. Y'all, I swear. God dang it. These daily words be on it, okay? I choose happiness. No matter what this day brings, I greet it with happiness. Rather than wait for good news or unfortunate turn of events to feel happy, I tap into the joy in my heart to generate my happiness from within. Oh my God, this is so true. As I focus on happiness, I find it everywhere. Some happiness is easy to find. Of course, I treasure the joy of time spent with family and friends. I also feel a quiet happiness when I spread time, when I spend time, I'm sorry, in contemplative solitude. I delight in serendipity feelings, feeling blessed by seeming coincidences. I'm sorry, by feeling blessed by seeming coincidences and breezing through the day with bliss and confidence. No matter the seeming source of my good feelings and cheer, I am grateful because I trust God is always at the root of my happiness. And this come from uh okay, wait a minute, y'all. Galatians 3:12. I knew that there is nothing better for them than to be happy and enjoy themselves as long as they live. I choose to be happy. It's time for me to change my contacts. You know, I wear the kind that you can have on for 30 days. Really, I'm supposed to take them out every day, but and throw them away after 30 days. I'm ashamed to say that I don't. And I leave him in for about a month, and sometimes longer than I should. But it's time because I'm having a hard time focusing, right? But I can see good. That's the point. That's what I like. I don't have to worry about uh, having contacts to help me read, right? Happiness. That's right, Vanessa. I choose happiness. Good morning. Oh, wow. That was my Facebook post. That was your, let's see, Tima says, good morning. Oh, wow, that was my Facebook post for today. See, we're right on time. Let me tell you something. If you all don't have these daily words, I love them. I've been having them for years. My mother-in-law has been sending these to us for years, and I love it because, like I tell you, I'm gonna tell you something. It's scary because I don't look at it to see what the word is going to be. And when I open it and it talks about different things that I have experienced or I'm going through, I talked about the day before to someone else or a couple of days ago. And I swear to God, I just finished talking about this yesterday. Just being happy yesterday and Monday. I just talked about this. But anyway, yes, Vanessa, honey, it is a choice. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, I'm trying to drink some more of my coffee before I get started. And we get going. But I love, love, love. Good morning. I don't know if I should say your name because Siri love. Good morning, Shanita Schamberger. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. You better focus on happiness because let me tell you something. The devil will rob, steal, and kill. And if you allow someone else to come in and take away that happiness from you, that joy from you, then it's not shame on them, it's shame on you. I'm telling you, you got to change the way you think about things, the way you operate. Okay, because that's the only way you're going to be in control of your life, right? Don't let nobody control your life. Anyway, let me give me a couple of little sips. Mmm. The whole sermon, okay? Good morning, Kiki. Okay, so there is no sun out. It's still cold. What is this? Oh, candy. Oh, cough drops. I got some cough drops in my purse. And then let me go ahead because the sun is going to be coming out. And let me go ahead and get on and let's get going and get moving and let's talk about some of this happiness, okay? Because people will let you steal their happiness and their joy, and you can't do that. You know, why yesterday morning I woke up, you got to be careful too because these people out here uh stealing information from the web, uh stealing uh people's uh credit card information, just stealing, period. People just, and I get that you got to feed your family, I got that. But you don't have to do it like that, okay? You don't have to do it like that. Allow. Let me enter and let me turn this all the way down. And let me take this off, okay? And then let me make sure my Bluetooth is connected. Can you guys hear me? Tell me if you can hear me on the Bluetooth, right? Let me know if you can hear me, guys. Can we hula hoop this morning? It's too cold outside. Let me tell you something. It is cold outside. Can we do arms hula hoops on Monday? Yes. Okay, we can do arms and hula hoop after we finish walking. Because I'm getting ready to walk. Because I need some fresh air. Oops, what happened, y'all? But I need y'all to tell me if y'all can hear me and if you can see me. That's what I need you to do. Let me turn off. Yes, yes. Okay, good. Because I want to make sure that let me turn. Because, sometimes the reception is not good when you're walking and talking. So, and I got some stuff to walk and talk about this morning. Okay. So we are going to get going. I have my earpiece. We said our daily word. You guys can hear me and see me. I have my everything that I need. Let's get going. Okay. And guys, we can hula hoop and we can do our arms. Are you guys available to do it on Friday? Because Friday is Christmas Eve, but I'm still gonna work out. Y'all talking about Monday? What about Friday? Champ, where you going? Come back, Champ. Come on, you can't go with mommy. Come back, Champ. Oh shoot. You can't come on, go potty. Go. Go. Hurry up. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I let him out already. Champ don't play. Look, he be trying to get out. Come on and use the bathroom. Big is still in there asleep. So anyway, what about Friday? No, no, man. Friday is fine. Good, good. Because we can do. Oh shoot, we could do it on Friday. Look at my flowers. Look, they still look good. Come on, champ. Let's go in the house. Come on. Sorry about that, guys. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Now the gate closed. And, oh, good boy. So this weather is so crazy. You know, I wish that it would choose a side because when it's hot like that and cold and hot and cold and hot and cold, that's when people get sick. And right now, you know, folks can't afford to get sick. As soon as you get sick, what's the first thing people say? You got COVID. You got the Orion or Oricon or whatever the name of it is, right? And so, can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay, good. And so it's difficult these days right now to be getting ill because, you know, they act like a normal cold or that you usually have. It's not normal. You see me with the sniffles, right? Um, my allergies was draining, and last week, Mr. Lloyd wasn't feeling good, and this happens to him. I told y'all every year after his birthday, Kenny loves to party. He loves to have a good time. He loves for people to be able to make money. He loves to for people to be able to party. I remember back in artists when we used to go out, the leaders, right? Everybody, you know, making money and everything, and everybody fighting over the bill, right? What fun is that to be able to fight over the bill, right? Where they do that at, right? And so in TLC, they used to do it too. We used to go out to dinner and I'll pay it, I'll pay it, I'll pay it. No, I got it. No, I got it. You know, just fighting over the bill, right? And so, whew, and so Kenny wasn't feeling good, right? And so he had to go to Dallas on business. And it was even colder in Dallas than it was here because the little cold front came in went Saturday and he left Saturday. So the cold front came in on Saturday, right? And so Dallas is more north and we're more south. So I'm closer to Louisiana. And we're in the Gulf of Mexico. So it's a little warm here. And I think that cold weather with him already not feeling good made him not feel good even more. And so he came home on Monday, or really Tuesday, early Tuesday, and he's been under the weather a little, but he's still been getting the job done, right? But I hate when he's under the weather because he sleeps with the TV on and he's got lights on and stuff. And I'm one of those people that love to sleep, right? When I'm at nighttime, I don't do naps and stuff during the day. I used to in the past, about 15 years ago, but not anymore. But anyway, Let's talk about being happy and happiness, right? Let me see what some of y'all are saying. People be acting funny towards you when you just have sniffles. Yes, they do. People are scared. But you know what I've decided? And the thing of it is you don't have any control, over that. All I say is if you believe, it's your choice, it's your life to get vaccinated. If you don't want to get vaccinated, then fine. You don't have to get vaccinated, right? That's totally your choice. Well, then at that point, all you can do is continue to be safe, wear your mask, make sure you clean your hands, and do what you need to do, right? And then pray and give it to God because if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. It don't matter what you do, You can do all the things right. You can get all the vaccinations and be healthy and a vegan and all those good things. But if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. Well, blank. It is what it is. So all you can do is make sure you sneeze and cough in your elbow. Be mindful of other people. Wear your mask. Have your hand sanitizer, you know, and just do what you're supposed to do. And don't worry about it because guess what? It ain't stop folks from going out and about. And if somebody says something to you, tell them to stay at home. Okay? Stay at home. Be nice. But anyway, so Mr. Lloyd is not feeling well. But anyway, back to Mr. Lloyd and back to happiness and holidays. So I think I've already told you guys that I come from a big family, and my family tradition, of course, is always to celebrate on the day of the holiday, and we do it big because I have a big family. My grandmother was called Big Mama, and my grandmother, and give you an example, was really the word Big Mother, right? Big Mama. My grandmother was the kind of grandmother that a lot of us in our culture are used to. The kind that babysits, that babysits their grandkids, and some of them even have to raise their grandkids, unfortunately. And I think I may have talked about this before. I don't know. But that's the kind of grandmother I had, right? And I love her. Our tradition, she wasn't a person that actually was very caring and told you verbally that she loved you, but you knew that she loved you by the things that she did for you, which was important. Because a lot of times people have a hard time showing their affection or showing their love, not really showing it, but verbalizing it. Let me say that, verbalizing it. And so just because they don't necessarily verbalize it doesn't mean that they don't love you. Because to me, actions speak louder than words because people say things all the time and they really don't mean it, right? They say it because it sounds good, or they say it because they think it sounds good or it makes them feel good, but show me, right? Action, action, action. You know, people talk about what they gonna do in the business and what they gonna do in life, and you know, hey, don't talk about it. Show me, right? Same thing with affection, but she showed us in so many ways, right? Not only through her food, right? Because food is good for the soul, but she also showed us by, taking care of us, making sure we had what we needed, making sure that we had everything that we needed. My mother had me at 18 years old. She was pregnant with me in high school. Her last year in high school. As a matter of fact, she went to prom, and in her dress, I was in her belly. I actually have that picture too. I'll post it, show you guys. But anyway, uh, so she did all of those things, and she kept the family together. She was the glue, right? And she had 10 children from one man. Uh, she was a Catholic school girl, and
She married a man who actually didn't believe in God. Isn't that crazy? Let's just speak real. He didn't believe in God. And she was a Catholic school girl, right? Went to Catholic school, still Catholic. Well, she's in heaven now, but to this day, right? And so he was a man that believed that women should be pregnant barefoot in the kitchen, And it's so funny because, let's see, I'm 52. My oldest aunt, my Aunt Rosalind, I think, is 71. She's 71 or she's 70. See, my mother will be 70 in February. My other aunt just turned 71. So maybe Aunt Rosalind is 72. But anyway, he still doesn't have, he's still stuck in the old days, still have on the same clothes from 1940, and still have those beliefs, which are crazy. But anyway, but she was Mary Helen in the shoe, all those kids, you don't know what to do, right? And she came from a family of 16. Her mother married a man that was almost, you know what, and I need to check, but I know he was several years older than her. And the reason why I'm saying that is because his first wife, he had 6 kids from his first wife, and the wife died, and he married my great grandmother, and then they had 10 kids. So then she took care of his 6 kids plus had 10 more, right? So that's 16 kids, but a lot of his kids were older. And out of all of those 16 kids, I would say maybe one, two, 3 or 4 of them, 4, maybe 5 had kids. The rest of them didn't have any kids. Isn't that crazy? Didn't have kids, passed away at an early age. So that is really crazy, right? So that is the definition of Big Mama in my house, right? And so out of all of my cousins, I'm second to the oldest. I have 27 first cousins just on my mother's side. And after all of my cousins, I'm the only one that cooks like my grandmother. And I am the only one who makes sure that I keep everybody together in the family. And I get along with everybody, even though it's difficult, right? We had those family members that messy and cause conflict and confusion, takers and not givers, you know, and all kind of stuff. And that comes from when you understand your family dynamics, then you understand where all of that stuff comes from. And it helps you, it doesn't make you feel better, but it helps you to be able to deal with life better. And it helps you to be able to find yourself. The reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I understood my family dynamics as a child. And I knew I was blessed to have great things and wonderful things that not only my mother was able to give to me because I was the only child, but my family members, my aunts and uncles, make sure that I had a blessed life, right? And so as I got older, you have all the different dysfunctions, drug abuse and, all different things, right? And so, but once you understand your family dynamics and you realize, even on your both sides of the family, right? Your mother's side as well as your father's side. The reason why I'm talking more about my mother's side is because I didn't have that kind of relationship with my father. I knew who my father was, and he visited me. He visited it. He visited me. He visited me. How about that? Um, Often, but not that often. We didn't have a good relationship. And that's because the parent is the one who's supposed to set the tone. I'm a young child, I'm a young girl, and so, and I don't really know, although I have a relationship with a few of his people in his family, they don't have that connection together. He didn't have that connection with them, so therefore I really don't have that connection with them. So I can't really say, oh, I got that from my dad's side of the family. But I do know the things that are in, that's my family feed. Remember, I told you guys my family has a feed, right? Where they say good morning to each other. These are my aunts and uncles, and I'm actually in that feed because even though I'm a niece, they look at me as their sibling, right? Because I try to keep their butts together and I try to do everything to keep everybody together. And it's hard, honey. It's wearing down on me, right? And I made the decision in 2022. Now I'm getting ready to get sensitive. That I'm gonna do what I could do. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Happy holidays to you. That I'm gonna do what I can do. And I'm gonna let go and let God, which is what I've always done. And it seems like that I felt like that it was getting better. But when you have so many people you're dealing with, and with God mends one door, then the devil goes and messes up and tears down another. But I choose happiness, okay? I choose to be happy, which is what's important. And so let me give you an example of, so when I met Kenny, his family dynamics was totally different. It's just him and his brother. Uh, Kenny grew up in more of a privileged household. His dad, of course, was a basketball player, and his mother was educated. She was in college. Of course, his mother is the age of my grandmother. My grandmother didn't go to college. She finished high school, but his mother went to college, has a degree, and throughout her marriage to Mr. Lloyd, she worked. Even though she may not have had to work, she worked. And she only had two children. And Kenny and them, she partied and traveled and had a good time. And Kenny and his brother had nannies, right? And so fast forward, when Kenny had children, because his brother doesn't have any kids, when Kenny had children, he had two at the time, Miles and not Miles, Miles is the baby, but he had Sierra and Alexander. And was not the type of, his mother, I'm sorry, was not the type of mother that wanted to babysit like my grandmother did. They lived in two different states. And you know how you go, even if you live out of town from your grandmother, you go spend the whole summer. Now, he said he did that with his grandparents, that every summer his mom, he would either go to his dad's mother or his mother's mother, right? Every holiday, right? And in the summertime. But that the same thing did not happen for him and his kids with his mom or his dad, right? And that's because they didn't really want to be bothered. And nothing is wrong with that, right? Because I mean, that's not really the definition of a grandmother. Your grandmother doesn't have to raise you and take care of you and do all those things. You had those children, you brought them in the world. Yes, I love them. Yes, I want to see them. Yes, I want to spend time with them and all that. But I don't have to, babysit them and keep them. So it's a blessing if you have a grandparent, a family member, or whoever who takes the time out to babysit your children, because that's not a something that is supposed to be expected. Unfortunately, it's expected in the African American community, but it shouldn't be. And so the reason why I brought that up is because I love the blending of my family and Kenny's family. Even though his family doesn't consist of that many people, I still love the blending of it because I've learned some things and some traditions from his family, and he lives and learns the traditions from my family. So I try to combine the two. So Kenny's family tradition is to uh, Christmas Eve, right? Oysters and champagne, and Kenny loves to decorate. I know for those of you who've actually seen our house and actually seen the different decorations and things of that nature, Yes, I have a huge part in that, but Kenny does too. Kenny is that type of man. First of all, he loves to shop and he loves to decorate. So it's not one of those situations where you think, some of these men go let you go do whatever, go buy whatever, do whatever, decorate. Not Kenny, honey. He got to go with you. He want to have an input, which is good because I like that because he has good taste and he gets it from his mother. His mother taught him how to set the table with a nice china and where everything sits on the table. And he has nice Christmas china that has been passed down for generations in his family. He has uh, things that have been passed down for generations in his family. And so, good morning. How y'all doing? Good, good, good. Happy holidays. And so he has different traditions and different things that have been passed down, different family heirlooms, is what we want to call them, that have been passed down in his family. And so he and I are trying really hard. Good morning. How are you? Good. Happy holidays. He um he wants to be able to pass those traditions down to his family. And so when he and I met, then of course I incorporated his traditions with our traditions, right? But it's really difficult because to be able to do it on Christmas Eve. So when we first started out, it was just he and I, the kids, because the kids wouldn't always be present because they rotated Christmas and Thanksgiving holidays with their mom, right? So Alexander and Sierra are Kenny's first wife, Juanita, and then Miles is from his second wife, which is Sonia. And so we would rotate all three of them, right? We would rotate holidays, and so they wouldn't be present every Christmas Eve. So it would always be me and Kenny and his mom, of course, my mother, and a few of my family members, and not a lot of them, just a couple of aunts and stuff, and my uncle who had a relationship. How some of those people in your family, not only are they your relatives, but you've invited them to your social gatherings and your friend group, should I say, right? Because then you have your family members who you don't really invite, and then you have a few cousins, who you invite to your personal social. And that's another thing I want to talk about, and I'm gonna talk about that in a few minutes too. But anyway, so so and so it's very small. We pull out all the china and we pull out the crystal champagne flutes. His mother would buy real crystal, and she would send us crystal, and Kenny loves it. There's an etagere where you put all the crystal in, and all of those things that I didn't grow up with. Of course, my grandmother had an etagere too, but all of the crystal and the nice china, and you know, unfortunately, my family didn't put any value in those type of things, and so I really enjoyed. But over the years, because keep in mind, if I'm cooking Christmas Eve and I'm doing champagne and oysters, and I really don't care for oysters, so I started adding fried fish, fried shrimp, you know, to that menu because I don't eat oysters. And then over the years, I've added like crab cakes and but let me say this. So over the years, Mr. Lloyd, who loves to party, now keep in mind his birthday is November the 29th. So he has celebrates his birthday. And then Christmas Eve, it's like another party. So years later, I mean, it has turned into a huge celebration, right? And every year I tell him, no, no, no. Last year we didn't do it at all. We did it, but not with everybody. Did we do it last year? Yes, we did. Okay. Yes, we did because last year was the first year that his mother wasn't present because his mother passed last year in March. So last year, Christmas Eve was very special. And this year and every year after this will be special too, but she won't be present. But anyway, Mr. Lloyd has added to this list every year to the point where it's this big party and it's a lot because then I have to turn around and cook for my family, huge, like 40 people the next morning. And so it becomes a lot. And so I have to fuss at him and get on him. No, we're going to keep it small. We're only going to keep it, a few people, couple of family members. That's it, because I don't want to have to do all of that. And I know his words are always get somebody to come in. But what he don't understand is everybody that I use is celebrating Christmas on Christmas Eve. And it makes it difficult. I can't really get anybody to come in and help me prepare and help me do things. And yeah, I could probably have it catered in, but I don't know. I think that's one of the things that certain events I will get catered, but somehow I enjoy cooking, and especially for the holidays. It's like when people eat your food and like, oh, it's good. It's just like food for the soul. But anyway, so every year, Mr. Lloyd turns up for his birthday, and every year, like he said, he 63, but he think he 36, right? And every year after his birthday, he gets sick because he's partied so hard, right? And so he got sick after his birthday because he partied so hard. And then working, he doesn't get a lot of sleep, working hard for Tava, and then partying like you're 36 and you're not, you're 63, wears and tears on your body. So that's where we are today. So this year it's just going to be a few people, not a lot of people. But this is the issue that I have that that bothers me is because people think, and not just family but friends, that every time I have something, they have to be invited. Now, do you know if I invited everybody that I knew that are in my friend group, family and friends, that every time I have something, it would be a big event? I can't invite everybody to everything. I cannot. It's hard to do that. And I hate when people put you on the spot when they haven't been invited or they want to be invited, and they say things to you like, oh, well, next time you have your party, please invite me, or uh, I want to come to one of your parties, and I appreciate that, I appreciate the love, but it's very difficult. Even my friends, some of my friends, not all of them, and family members, they have this big issue. I didn't invite them, and I can't invite everybody to everything. I can't. And it becomes too much for me and on me, and I don't want to do it. Every time I have a get together, I don't want it to be 50 folks. Okay? I want it to be just maybe 5 or 6 people or 10 people, because then I can be able to socialize, because you already know, for those of you, and what's so funny is a lot of these people are people who don't entertain, right? So when you don't entertain at your home, you don't know what's entailed. You have no idea. And so I want to be able to sit down and relax. And even though I may have a full staff at the house, it's still, when you do it at your home, you still have to be mindful of things and the people in your home, even on that family and friends. Not saying that they would take anything, but break things. And people always ask, where is this? Where is that? Even the housekeeper, what, Miss Chante, where is this? Or, where is that? And so I never get a chance to relax. And then everybody's demanding your time, they demanding your presence. They want to talk to you. They want to socialize with you. So I try to compartmentalize my friends and my family members to the ones that, because I have lots of girlfriends. I have friends from elementary school. So that is a difficult task for me. And in my family and even my girlfriends, it's so frustrating because it's like, oh, well, Chante had something and, didn't invite me. And I cannot invite everybody to everything. Please, people, let's be happy and find happiness within yourself. Because to me, that is people that, you know, need validation, need to be in the presence of other people in order to feel happy. When you're happy and whole, you don't think about those things. You don't hold on to those things. If somebody had something and didn't invite me, oh, well, I can't be invited to everything. And I'm fine with that, and I understand that. And I don't take it personal, right? And you know why? Because I know how it feels. So I know that too. I'm going to give everybody, because I talked about this too one day, a lot of times, if you haven't walked in that person's shoes, then your opinion is just an opinion. You're not talking from a place of knowing what you're talking about, right? And so, because I do entertain, I understand what it's like to be able to not invite everyone to everything all the time, right? And then sometimes people you ain't even talk to, ain't seen, don't even talk to, don't really know like that. Not really even your friend. You know them, but they're not your friends, you know? And it's funny, but anyway, let's see. People are something else. Yes, they are. They do need to be grateful, but a lot of them aren't, girl. A lot of them aren't. I hope you guys are working out. This is my second time around. And then after this, we can do some hula hoops. And we can also do our arm exercises. But anyway, so the blending of the families have been awesome. And now everybody, even the kids, like our kids, they're all grown and everybody has their own life and agenda. My cousin Taylor, who uh, lived with me, who has graduated from dental school and now she's a dentist, um, took a job in Dallas and she didn't come back to Houston. And so she'll be coming in for the holiday. And then my son Alexander, he'll be in the day after Christmas because he's gonna celebrate Christmas, him and Sierra, with his mom, right? With their mom and their family. And I don't think Sierra will be coming in, or for sure, I know she won't be coming in this year. But we're gonna send all the blessings and prayers to her and to her family and to all those other families out there who are getting together with their family members or their other side of the family. It's blessed to be able to go and have two sides of the family. Sometimes people don't realize how blessed they are to be able to have a mother and to be able to have a father. And even though they may not be together, to be able to have a blended family, right? Because nothing and no one is perfect, but if you have two parents that love you very dearly and do the best that they can, then that's all you can ask for, right? Because I'm thinking about a post yesterday. I'm gonna go on social media again, tell you about the social media while these folks go online on these shade room and social media platforms and talking crazy. So Summer Walker, I'm just gonna say her name. She put it out there, so why can't I? She all on social media talking about her baby daddy, Lex on the board. Oh no, 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 no. That's not nope, that's not no, sorry about that. What London, London. What is that? London something. London on the tracks? Or I don't know. Whatever her baby daddy name is. But anyway. And she all posting negative stuff on social media and talking about how, when she was pregnant, he was in and out. And well, what you expect? I mean, I don't get it, y'all. Like what? Like these men, they're not men, they're boys. Just like your girls. Y'all haven't learned what you like, what you don't like. You don't even know who you are at the stage in your life. I don't know how old she is, but some of you guys need to go out there And you need to learn you first. I talked about this before. Quit bringing kids into the world with these men that have not made a commitment to you. He already had kids before her. And why y'all think y'all stuff is dipped in gold? I don't know. Because everybody coochie get dipped in gold. Excuse me for saying that, right? It ain't about that. It's so easy, you know. If we realize that we are the queen, remember I talked about this, and we have the value, then that's what you do. And then don't go out and have a baby, right? Why? Now you didn't brought the baby in. She up here talking about the baby don't need him, in her life, and she got a daddy, the new man. Well, guess what? She done tattooed the man's name on her face, and that man ain't married you. He ain't your man. I just don't. I don't get it. Let me say something. I know a lot of people always say, "Oh, it's a new day and age, and they don't do it like that anymore, and you don't have to be married." Well, no, you don't, but it shows a level of commitment, and you should be, right? Because it shows that he is committed to you. And I don't care if it lasts or not, but the intent is put there, right? And ain't nothing changed. Everything didn't change, or if ain't nothing changed, and it's a new generation, then quit talking about these niggas. Because guess what? It's a new year, but the niggas ain't changed. Excuse me. I don't mean niggas and black people. I mean just men. Men. Let me rephrase that. Let me not say that word. I'm sorry. Men have not changed. They don't think what they had. And I don't care what age they get, they are immature. Even at 63. Okay? So, ladies, y'all got to grow up and do better. Y'all got to have some pride. Make them work for it. Quit bringing kids into the world and then saying stupid stuff like they don't need their daddy. Yes, they do. How you going to speak for that baby? That baby do need her daddy. Shoot. I mean, you saying that now, but when the child gets older, there's going to be some issues there. We have to learn that we need both parents, whether they together or not. You need your mother and your father, okay? A man can teach you how to go out and, well, let me rephrase that. Because wait a minute, let me rephrase that. Make sure I'm saying the right thing. A woman can teach you how to be a woman, and a man can teach the man how to be a man, right? But the role of a man or a father is to teach you how to be treated like a queen and teach you your value, right? So you won't have to go out and look for another man for those things, right? You already know your self-worth. You already know your value, and you know what type of man you want, right? And hopefully your man or your father was a good man, right? A good demonstrator, or gave you a good demonstration of what a man should be, right? No man is perfect, don't get me wrong, but I can say that regardless of the faults of my husband, he is a great father, right? And the way he treats me is a demonstration for his children of how they should treat a woman, or how a husband should treat them. Okay? Things that should be done, that should be taken care of, take the trash out, should be pumping no gas. I mean, I can tell you a lot of things Mr. Lloyd do on top of everything else. Gives gifts. He loves to give gifts. He's very thoughtful. He's very giving. A lot of things that I do around the house, he don't want me to do. And I think that comes from his mother, always hiring somebody to do this and do that. And so he wants me to do the same, but I enjoy doing certain things, because it's who I am and who I grew up. When I grew up, I didn't have a father around to be able to do those things. And so my mother was very independent, and I had to do all those things myself, or she had to, and she taught me to. Now, some things I don't want to do, like change my oil, change a flat tire, My mother knows how to do all of that, but I ain't doing all that, okay? I'm leaving some things for these men to do, right? But all I'm saying is, first of all, quit airing all your dirty laundry out on social media because you don't want to look dumb and you don't want to look stupid because you don't want went and had a baby by this sorry nigga. And the more you sit out there and talk about him, the stupider and dumber you look. I don't get it. Why? 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 Why are you doing all of that, right? And your child does need his father. He does need his father or her father. Don't say that because there's so many of us who don't have our fathers, who don't have our parents. So many girls, so many guys, these men are out here doing these things because they didn't have a positive role model as a parent, you know? And so therefore, they out there screwing up and doing things that they shouldn't do and disrespecting women. And I'm not saying it's okay for them to do it, but why if he disrespected another woman, what makes you think he ain't gonna disrespect you? What makes you any better or any different? That's what I don't get. And at the end of the day, you're a woman first. You should not condone that. Like, I'm not condoning Kenny being disrespectful to a woman, I don't care who she is, she's a woman. At the end of the day, she is a woman, and no one wants to be. I'm a woman. I don't want my brother being disrespectful in no kind of way, in any kind of way. At the end of the day, I'm a woman first. And so what I expect from my husband, I expect from everybody. That's just the way it is. And it is your upbringing and it is old school, but my mother's not even old school. My mother's not even like that. So I don't even know where I get this from. But it's like, treat people the way you want to be treated and be respectful, and quit airing all your personal business out on social media. That ain't gonna work. Okay, so anyway, we have been talking a whole hour. I think we should probably go ahead and end this call and go ahead and let you guys finish your Christmas shopping. I'm getting ready to go do that. I'm getting ready to go to the grocery store. I'm getting ready to go drop some food off at the homeless shelter. And I have a couple of other stops to make. And then I need to come home and get myself prepared and ready for the holidays, right? So I apologize if I stepped on anybody's toes or if I said something or even some of the words that I chose to say, like nigger, I didn't mean to do that. And I wasn't intentionally talking about black men. I'm just talking about all men, okay? It don't matter what color they are, right? They all the same, right? We just really need to make sure that we choose wisely, right? And not bring our negative feelings and negative thoughts into our child's relationship. Give an example. My father was tired. He was deadbeat dad. He allowed his wife to tell him when he could and couldn't see me or be a part of my life or showed up and I'm waiting for him and he would said he was coming and wouldn't come. um he actually came one time and took a photo album that my mother had of all of these pictures of me as an infant, as a child, probably all the way up to maybe 2 or 3 years old. And his wife, who was jealous that I was the first born, burned the book. And so I have no pictures of myself, not that many. I have just a few that I have gotten from other people of myself when I was a child, right? But my mother never bashed him. She never talked about him. She never talked about him to me. Yes, she was hurt. She was frustrated. She was disappointed when he didn't show up and I would be sitting there waiting and my dad is coming to pick me up. She never talked ill of him, and I appreciated that, because she doesn't have to talk ill of him to me for me to realize and understand that he was a deadbeat dad and that he was sorry. That made that doesn't make anything better. It only makes it worse for her, makes her upset, makes her bitter, and things of that nature. And so you have to be mindful and careful of that. I know a lot of times we so young that maybe we don't have people out there that's guiding us in the right direction. And I don't know who her mom is and I don't know what her situation is. But I hope that she listens to someone and talks to someone, because another thing is frustrating is These people, this stardom, being rich and being a star, this it goes to people's head and they go to social media and start bashing. That's not going to do anything. 20 years from now, 10 years from now, 12 years from now, that child is going to be able to pull all of that information up on social media and read all of that trash, see all of the pictures and all the crazy things that you did and said and acted. They're going to be able to see all of that, and best believe it will affect them. It is going to affect them, and you don't want that. You want to have a healthy life and a healthy relationship. And then also, if you change how you think in your mind, then good things will start happening for you and to you. You could change that situation around with the relationship with your baby's father, but it starts with you first and changing it around and acting a different way, receiving it in a different way, right? I know that it's hard, and I know that you can say, well, what you talking about? You don't have no kids. You don't know what you would and wouldn't do. Yeah, I do. I do, because even with my stepchildren and my husband and ex-wives and all of that, I operate with a sense of family understanding. When I hear the different things that he has to say as to why this happened, why that happened, I put my woman hat on first and think about, yeah, man, are you up? Man, how they operate, how they think, right? And so we as women, we need to put that thinking cap on and realize at the end of the day that let's try to have a blended family. It's so beautiful when you have a blended family. I'm watching I was watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta with Portia, and I'm not getting ready to judge her situation, but I like the fact that she's trying to have a blended family, whatever that means. Okay. But as long as both men are on the same page and they are there trying to make sure that the child has a positive life, a positive atmosphere, a positive upbringing, I'm all for that. You know what I mean? Because I'm all for having two sets of parents, two dads, two moms, three dads, three moms. I don't care how many times your parents been married. That's a blessing to be able to have that in your life, because you have so many people to rely on and so many people to mold you to be the person that you are, right? So, Lethea, let's say what you said. I always spoke positive of my children's father in spite of their shortcomings. Yes, I refuse to turn my children against him. Remember, they still love them. Yes, they do. Shoot, no matter, I don't care how bad somebody talk bad about. I have some cousins, their mother talk bad about their dad and our family, and it didn't do anything but backfire. I mean, it doesn't. You know what I mean? So we have to be careful with that. We do. Jack, I'm glad you enjoyed my message. You really do have to be careful because good morning at Jack. Who is that in the Tava HQ that's speaking? Anyway, you have to be careful with that. Let's speak positive. Let's be happy and watch what happens in your children's lives. You all wondering why your kids going astray or why they choosing. And let me say this too. Nothing is perfect. You can have a perfect family life, mother and father in the household, and your children go astray. Okay. But believe me, in the back of their mind, they know what's right and wrong. They just choose to do the opposite. You know what I'm saying? And so don't worry about that. Once you know you've done your part, then at that point, put it out there to God and pray on it because they have the foundation, right? There's no reason why they don't know that you've taught them those things. It's when you haven't taught them those things when it's a problem. That's Champ. He's always coming outside to use the bathroom. But that other dog, he shits and pisses on my expensive rugs, right? Look, he ain't even came outside yet. He's probably thinking it's too cold out here. But anyway, let me let you guys go. I'll see you guys on Friday morning. Friday morning is Christmas Eve. So I hope that you guys get out there and be safe. And remember to put your mask on. Remember to have your hand sanitizers. And remember to watch your back. Don't be going to get gas and going to the bank in the drive-through at nighttime. It gets dark at 5 o'clock, right? So don't do that, because it's not safe. Be careful when you drive and pay attention to cars following you. You got to pay attention. Get off the phone, you know, when you getting out of your car and going into the grocery store and going in these malls. Pay attention to your surroundings because there are a lot of bad people out there that are doing a lot of bad things, and then also be kind, be nice to people, be happy, spread the love because you don't know what someone else is going through. And so it's so important for you to spread love. What is this? Spread love, right? Okay. It's so important for you to do that. So go ahead. Let me figure out who this is pulling up at my gate. I'm not expecting anybody. I need to go in here and check and see if my son is, and the car does not look familiar. So I'm to take my butt in the house, like I'm always telling you guys to be safe. And even when people are delivering packages at your home, be careful because you don't know what's going on, right? That may be just a delivery person from Amazon because they deliver even Amazon, UPS, FedEx in their own private cars, and that's probably what that is. But I'm gonna take my butt in the house because my husband has taught me, don't think that it cannot happen to you. So you guys go out and have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the workout and the conversation. And we will start our coffee and conversations with Caprice in January. So get ready. We did choose a Thursday, right? We talked about that. And we talked about maybe 8 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time. That's a good time. Okay. I don't want to have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and have coffee and conversations with you guys like I work out on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then I'm going to also add some people to my workout. So there must be someone. Is that someone delivering something, champ? Um, to the workout to give me the opportunity to just have a break. You can leave it at the gate. Thank you. You can just leave it right there. Yes. Thank you. See, I told you it was somebody delivery, but you never know, right? Better to be safe than sorry because they're not in a FedEx truck or Amazon van and sometimes even when they are, you still have to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because people are being very smart with what they're doing these days. And so, but anyway, you guys go out and have a blessed day. Stay safe. And make sure you take advantage of all of the promotions that's going on right now. You have your Valet 30 promotion, buy 2 valets and get the sample packs for free, right? Ooh, that's a good promotion. That's a great promotion. Okay. And then get ready. We have a meeting coming up. Our first meeting of 2022 is going to be January the 22nd of 2022 in Atlanta, Georgia. So come on out. We're getting ready to ramp up for our uh, big meeting in March in Houston, Texas. We're so excited about that because we haven't had the opportunity to get together. So make sure everybody go out and be safe. Get your shots. Wear your mask. Be happy. Be healthy. Take your Valet 30. Take 2 shots a day, right? Build up that immune system and the flare because the flare has that B12 in it, B6, all the Bs that you need, right? And the CoQ10, all the great things that you need, right, for your body. So you guys go out and have a great day. I have a few packages and I need to go to the grocery store. So I'll talk to you guys later. See you on Friday. Mwah. Let me go ahead and play the video. Y'all want to hear Christmas again? My son's video. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, is it frozen? You know what we're going to
Let's
do?
add
Let's
me.
add me.
So let's take this off. There we go. And then let me close this out. I ain't gonna tell y'all that I changed the password to my Apple ID and I can't remember what it is already. So I'm gonna have to figure that out before I leave here this morning. Okay, why is it that okay, you guys, do me a favor. Wait a minute. Wealth Building Wednesdays. Okay, wait a minute, y'all. There we go. And I'm gonna end with my son's video. Bye. Have a great day. Love you.
Yeah, on this Christmas, I don't want much. I got all I need. So when we trim the tree, you know it'll be the simplest Christmas. I don't want much. All that I want is you. As long as it's you and me, we don't really need much. Around this time of year, I'm not always near. So when you're right here, with the fireplace to warm us, and New Year's Day upon us, all I know is yeah, on this Christmas, I don't want much. No, I got all I need. So when we trim the tree, you know it'll be the simplest Christmas. I don't want much. I don't want much, no. All that I want is you, yeah. You, yeah. We don't really need much here on this Christmas. I don't want much. I don't want much. I got all I need. I got all I need. So when we trim the tree, you know it'll be the simplest Christmas. I don't want much. All I want is you. As long as it's you and me. You and me. Don't let traditions go. Just hang the mistletoe. The only gift I want from you is love. With the fireplace to warm us and New Year's Day upon us. All I know is, yeah, on this Christmas, I don't want much. I got all I need. So when we trim the tree, you know it'll be the simplest Christmas. I don't want much. All that I want is you. As long as it's you and me, we don't really need much on this Christmas. I don't want much. I got all I need. So when we trim the tree, yeah, you know it'll be the simplest Christmas. I don't want much. No. All that I want is you. As long as